Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, excuse me while I adjust my camera. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a commercial food photographer and stylist and cookbook author and lifelong planner. And every single Saturday, we sit here for an hour and a half and we talk about our lives and we plan. Some people journal, some people do art, some people do chores, some people just listen to me yammer because they enjoy that for some strange reason. Um, and lots of people just hang out because hanging out is fun. If you are watching, come say hi in chat and let me know what you are working on this week. This week I'm setting up my day's biz for the week. I'm kind of trepidatious about this week because I have to have a lot of flexibility in this week, and I'll talk about that in a minute once I review my last week. Actually, let's get into that. So, actually, first let's start off. For I've already had to change my goal for November. My goal for November was to get 50% done of the current course that I'm working on complete. I did. Hello, Anomic. It's nice to see you. You were missed last week, and Anomic is setting up for the next week. Awesome. Yeah, so my goal was 50% of a course completion. I did 90% of it this past week. Um, I was supposed to do some client work, but I don't want to call it a snag. A pin had to be put on it because there's some stuff that the client needs to do before I can finish off the last punch list. So I went back in my course and I'm just tearing through it. Um, I'll show you. I think I did 7 tests last week. I have 2 more left. That's not where I want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests this past week and got like 99% average on them. So it's not like I am not paying attention. So I only have 2 more tests and then I have to, hello, Daniel, did it come? Did your plans arrive? Is it everything that you hoped it to be? Tell me everything. When are you going to put a video up so I can watch it? What are you working on this week? Tell me all the things. So, yeah, I just tore through it. So I had to um, reset my plan for 100%, and then I have to figure out afterwards when I'm done the 100%, like how much I like did not leave enough room to put a second course in here for my goal for November. Because I completely had to change what my goal and like all week. You can see all these stickers here is because I had scheduled to work on client work, and except for Monday where I was able to like get up to where I had to put a pin in it, then it was just schoolwork, studying for the rest of the week. And I got a lot done. So we'll see. Um, and you put a video out on so yes, and you put a video. Where is the video? Like, was it on your YouTube? Is it on your Instagram? Your Instagram's private, so I can follow you there. That's not a problem. I just need to know where it is so I can find it. Um, and if it's I yeah, so this whole week, because it's Halloween, I used Halloween stickers. It's not at all with my color code. Um, no, I'm saying not surprising to that. Yeah, it's not surprising that I just tore through it. And I was working on it this week. I kept posting on Blue Sky. You all want me to be your health and nutrition counselor because I'm like I know my stuff. So I have to study for my exam. So this coming week was supposed to be like we look at my month plan. I was supposed to be studying this first half of the week and then writing the second half. This first half of the week, it could be client work or it could be studying. I don't know. Um, and I don't even I'm trying to figure out like what do I even set for my priority for this week? Be flexible. I guess that can be a priority, but I don't know. I know Monday I'm going to schedule it my priority to be schoolwork. Tuesday and Wednesday I mean, I can always fix it by doing this whole thing where I cover over stuff that changes and just fix it. Um, it's on YouTube. Okay, awesome. I will watch it 100%. I checked on Thursday and it wasn't up on Thursday. So maybe I don't know when you put it up, but I will absolutely watch it and let you know what I think next Saturday because I am 100% mine won't ship for another week or so. And so I'm going to have to live vicariously through you in the meantime. So, yeah, this next week, I don't know what's going to happen. And then on Tuesday, we had to buy a new TV because our bedroom TV stopped working correctly. It turns on and off on its own. It's like it's possessed, and it's been happening with more and more frequency. So we had to buy a new TV. Thankfully, they're not terribly expensive these days, but it's still an expense that we were not wanting to spend. Um, Search Daniel Ortez Malone and you'll find my channel. Oh, so it's not this channel. I was looking on this one that you're commenting with right now. Okay, let me make a note of that. So, because I was looking on the wrong channel. Daniel, I mean. I was pronouncing it as if it was French. Because that's what my brain does. Because I spoke French before I spoke English. And when I'm tired, my brain defaults to pronouncing things in French. And it's not Danielle. So, okay. So, yeah, so our TV died on Tuesday. We got a new one on Friday. Didn't actually die. It just turned on and off randomly at all times when you're trying to watch things. And that's not how you can watch TV when you're trying to relax at night. So, that was a pain in the butt. And then what else happened this week? I've had two really bad mental health days this week, Thursday and Friday. So part of my autism, part of being autistic is I have obsessive compulsive personality disorder, and extreme perfectionism is one of those things. And I don't know how much detail I want to go into about it, but Chronometer, which is the app that I use for tracking, making sure that I'm eating enough to fuel my fitness goals. They changed the way that it deals with imported Fitbit data, and I started losing weight the last couple of weeks when the goal is to be gaining muscle right now, and I'm freaking out because I'm assuming that I'm in a surplus, and then I realize that they screwed. So I have not been fueling my body properly for the past 3 weeks, and it caused this whole spiral that I should have known because I was feeling hungry and I never feel hungry, and I wasn't perfect. Like I had this perfect meal plan, and it's not like orthorexia perfection where you can't have junk foods because I eat a lot of fun foods. Like I don't restrict what I eat, but I still was underfueling my body for the past 3 weeks. And I was like, I had chalked up being hungry because I was also on a corticosteroid for the last few weeks. And when you're on a cortisol, your hunger increases, right? And so I just figured it was because I was on the steroid on top of my biologic that was why I was feeling hungry. That was an actual true hunger. Anyways, I just went into this complete death spiral that I was screwing up my goals and that I've ruined my body, which is not true. It's like I know mentally it is not true. It's just one of the things with OCPD is that I have these. It's one of the reasons why I use Chronometer and I meal plan 6 weeks in advance, is so I don't have to worry about food. Because I know if I have to think about it and worry about it and over analyze it, then I'm going to go into these really bad mental health spirals. And then to learn that the tool that I've been relying on to make sure that I don't go into these mental health spirals, um, basically what they did is they stopped paying attention, or they no longer honor when you set a custom um, BMR, they just ignore it and they make sure now that whatever, yeah, they just ignore it. And the results was that I've been underfueling myself for the past 3 weeks. Um, yeah, and it caused some mental health things because OCPD and autism are not a fun mix, let me tell you. So the fact that I was able, it actually caused a really ridiculous mistake that I made on a couple of my tests because my brain was too busy spiraling to pay attention to what I was learning. And by a couple of mistakes, I mean I got 24 out of 25 on one test. This is what I mean by perfectionism. Is I was getting all these hundreds out of, or like 25 out of 25, and one test I got 24 out of 25. And I'm like, you're screwing up everything, Jules. You're just messing up your life. I would never do this to anyone else, ever. Like 1000%, if you were my client, I would be like telling you your brain is lying to you. I know my brain is lying to me. It is ridiculous. I've had to do so much journaling this week to counteract the really bad lies that my OCPD tells me. Like, so much. This is where, thankfully, 7 years of trauma therapy included some CBT comes into play, is that at least I can recognize when my brain is lying to me as being a dirty, dirty liar and just being awful and mean, completely unrealistic, and then having the tools to be able to counteract that death spiral that it puts me into. But I'm just saying that's what happened this week. It has been one of those weeks where, yeah, I had to completely change up my plans, which is not always a good thing. I mean, I can be flexible, it's fine. I had a backup. Stuff died, and then it was a stressful week. But look at how cute it is with my Halloween decorations. I was able to actually decorate this week. I was actually more because I was in a place where having to change plans, and I knew like that alone is enough to cause my mental health, again, OCPD, cause my mental health to kind of spiral. Being able to decorate over those changes, it is so cute. Being able to decorate over those changes and be like, no, it's not it's like, it's a happy, this is how it was supposed to look all along. That's one of the reasons why I love the note, is because when things have to change, when I have to be flexible, I can just cover over it and it looks like it was supposed to be this way all along. I mean, I know it wasn't. I know I had other plans that I had to change, but it looks to my brain, it's just like, oh well, this was just an excuse to add deco. Um, and so, like, doing this again, it helps me to transition out of work into home life because I work from home, but also it kind of kept me from completely having a meltdown that I probably would have canceled today if I did not have the tricks that I was to be able to get myself out of the death spiral that my brain was putting me in. So, yeah, that was my week. Let's get into my upcoming week and get this figured out. I don't know what to do because I still haven't heard from my client to know if they have, like, my priority for this week. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna do it schoolwork, and if it changes, so whimsical, yeah, I love it. I think I'm gonna do my priority schoolwork, and if it changes to client work, then again, I just have these happy little decos. I wish it was Halloween every week so I can, or some type of something. I was really happy when I found this kit. I had to dig into my holiday because I keep my holiday stickers separate from my regular ones, and I just pull them out when it's that time of year. And I forgot all about this set that I had from Sticky Club. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. It doesn't match at all my color for the week, but it doesn't matter because I mean, it's seasonal and it works. It just makes me so happy. And yes, the first is All Saints Day and it's no longer spooky season, but it's spooky week. So that is that. I'm I'm allowed to break the rules. And that's something as well that I've had to tell my brain a lot to combat. Like, these aren't rules. Also, my trainer, oh my goodness, my personal trainer is also a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to his own stuff. Not when it comes to his clients, right? And so he totally understands like what it's like to be gentle with other people and not necessarily put that same kindness onto yourself. So being able to talk with him about my um, mental death spiral, he's like, I get it, and it's not true. Like none of your brain's lying to you. And like, thank you. Like he's like, I totally understand how you're feeling. So it was one of those things where again, reinforcing that my brain is lying to me without diminishing the ways that I was feeling and being like, well, that's just silly to feel that way or ridiculous or whatever. I'm allowed to do that. Other people aren't allowed to say the ways that I'm feeling is ridiculous because my feelings are my feelings. Okay, this also needs to be this color. The priority for these days is also, we'll write in my priority in a second. I just want to get all of my study color in first. And then if I'm lucky this week, I will finish with my first course out of my diploma and then study for the final exam, which is 100 questions and 3 hours long. It's a bear of an exam, and I'm not quite. I have to make an index for it because this course doesn't have a textbook index that normally, because they're open book exams. Because like in health and like in medical settings, like doctors don't have everything memorized. They look stuff up. It's the same. It's the same for everything. You don't have. You have to know how to find the information and have like the basic knowledge. You don't have to have every single detail managed. Like I'm not going to remember 200 different pharmacological things because we also learn pharmacological stuff. It's how do you know how to find that information when you need it, right? But I have to make an index for this course so that I can find the information when I encounter it during the exam. Because yeah, it's 100 questions and you only have 3 hours to do it. Priority, study, and it may change. Dog food making days early this week will be Tuesday. It was dog food making day. Okay. Next, what is happening this week? This color is next. Personal time. Okay, so for people who are new watching this next section. So this first top two lines is my priority. This next section is if something's happening this day, whether it's a birthday or I have to make dog food, or if it's a holiday, I put it in this next section. And then this third section is like something deadlines, if I have grocery deliveries, if I yeah, deliveries, anything that I have to remember that is happening for that day that's not a birthday or a holiday, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't, but this section here that I use, like this is my to-do list on this side. On this side is say like I put my when I took tests. If I do food photography, if it's a photography day, I write down what I photographed so I know, like it acts as a cross-reference that I can go back in my journal and look at the images that I sketched. If it was a recipe development day, I put what recipe I developed again, so to act as a cross-reference for the other journal where I would find that information. This used to live in this top section here when I worked in Jibun Techo biz, but I decided to break up just because I have the room to have all this in its own space and then use this as its own thing. And then this will be breakfast. And then I color code everything for a specific, every type of task, like big subject, photography, admin, meetings, personal time, etc., statutory holidays, days off, etc., each has their own color, so that when I'm looking at things, I can see very quickly um, how my time was spent every single day just by looking at the colors. It doesn't start all colored in. As you can see, I only colored this halfway because if this changes, then that's how I would cover it up and then fill in the other side with what actually happened. So I start my week with how I would like to spend my time. If everything, if everything, if all circumstances were ideal, this is how I would like to spend my time. And then as my week goes on, I fill it in with how I actually spent my time. And then I add deco and stuff. And it helps for managing because everything that I do in a day all depends on how I feel when I'm waking up. Like I also assess my body 3 times a day. How I feel when I'm waking up dictates exactly what I'm going to do that day. And I have a priority for the week. That's the overall. If I get only one thing done this week, that is what I'd like to get done. And then I have a priority for each day that is okay. So I may have studying, but maybe the priority for this day is actually going to be a meeting. And if I do nothing else that day, it will be that meeting because meetings take everything away from me. Um, like I have an MRI coming up this month, and my priority for that day is just surviving my MRI because being in that machine is too much. Okay, so I'm exercising early on Monday because I have a meeting at 7. And so I think I'm going to do that. Yes, I'll still have time to shower at 2 o'clock. Or I mean 4 o'clock. And then exercise here. I'm on my deload week, so it's somewhat less time. Is that everything for personal time? This, yes. Okay, next, my admin time. I'll fill this in with what all this is afterwards. Next is, where did this come from? Here. No. Yes. Admin time. 990. I'll do my first half of my week, and then we'll do my second half of my week. And I also only schedule, I was going to say program, like I'm programming my day. It's like a television program. I only do, unless it's like a meeting for when it comes to like work tasks. And again, this is like one of the privileges of being self-employed and running my own business. I only figure out how I want to start my day unless I have a meeting in the afternoon or a doctor's appointment or whatever. I don't schedule my afternoon at all because my afternoon is always based off of after I have lunch and I do my second body check-in for the day. I figure out what I'm going to do in the afternoon based off of how I'm feeling um, come lunchtime. Because if I have no energy left after come lunchtime because I'm ill or whatever, then there is absolutely, I screwed up here. There's absolutely no point in scheduling something only for it to be unscheduled. And that's mostly, oh no, my meeting starts at 7. I already know, screwed up. What time was the meeting? This is mostly I schedule my week so everything I do is a win. Like, I showered today. Yay, win. So I don't do anything in the afternoon I will always accomplish everything that I set out to most of the time unless I wake up sick and I can't get nothing done. But it's basically if I'm spending a whole bunch of time crossing out what I was hoping to do in the afternoon, I'm going to look back at my week, and even if it looks intentional changes, like I don't see it crossed out because I'm putting deco over it, I still know that I failed because my health got in the way of what I wanted to do, which is not true, but it's still a mental health trick that if you're chronically ill, is like you all, and that's also a thing that like I tell people when they're setting up any type of goal, it always needs to be easy wins. So that way you're always winning, and that way you're always motivated to do more because you're never defeated. And people will say you're not trying hard enough. No, you're not supposed to be defeated. That's what smart goals are in business. Like it's a business mindset. You always set goals that you can accomplish. And if you're setting goals that you cannot accomplish, then you need to reevaluate your goals. Meeting is 800, so I gotta fix that with a sticker later. That's fine. I got carried away. The meeting's there. That's fine. I like to alternate my stickers back and forth anyways. Okay. The meeting, this might actually go late. So I don't see it being 2 hours, but I am going to give it 2 hours just in case. That goes back here, and then what's next? Oh. Oh, I need to cover this up too because I have to update my journal. I didn't. Oh, I can do it here. That's what I can do. Yes. Yes. I didn't screw up. Anamika is saying, yes, you need to give yourself grace. Exactly. So this will be when I do my journal time on Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday. Is this correct? Yes. So I spend the last hour of my workday is setting up my next workday, updating my planners, and it just acts as a transition activity from one day to the next. It allows me to turn off work. All my to-do lists and everything are set up for the next day, and leave work at work when all I'm doing is moving from my desk to the couch. Okay, so this we started watching Diplomat last night. Thing that I hate about, and I do it all the time, and I get so angry, is that it's like the whole. I'm so happy because the Diplomat had like a previously on, and it had a recap of the last season. Dingbat me forgot that if you try to pause it, it actually skips the recap. And I went to pause the recap because Andrew needed to go and get something, and I didn't want them to miss the recap because yeah, it's been a while since the first season, and so for a lot of the first two episodes, I was like had vague memories of that tea room. Anyways, it was really frustrating, but it's good. I mean, being very confused about what happened. I was sad that it's only 6 episodes and we're going to be done on Sunday. And then we're moving on to Sex Lies and Ashley Madison or something like that on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so we finished Heartstopper. It's good as always. It was so good. Um, we moved on to the Diplomat this week. We'll be moving on to some Ashley Madison thing on Netflix. Was it last Sunday? Yeah, it was last Sunday. We finally got around to watching Joyride. Oh my goodness. Oh, I messed this up too. Wow. I gotta start it here. I'm still used to it. Okay, so there's gonna be lots of stickers on this side. Um, yeah, we watched Joyride. I don't know where it is on America. In Canada, it's on Crave. So good. So good. I normally, I was kind of hesitant going into it because, like, buddy movies tend to be really, really gross. Like, everyone was liking Bridesmaids. I noped out of Bridesmaids really quickly. I don't think I made it 20 minutes into Bridesmaids before I noped out of it because, like, this is gross. This is not funny. This is disgusting. And a lot of buddy movies are just disgusting. Joyride is actually hilarious. It has like those moments if you suffer from secondary embarrassment, like if you get embarrassed on behalf of other people, it has lots of those moments for you. So go into it knowing that you will feel very, very embarrassed if you suffer from secondary embarrassment. Otherwise, you'll just be laughing your I mean, you'll still be laughing at it because it's funny. They're not being gross or gratuitous or anything. It's just hilarious, and I suspect it's because it was written by people of color, and they're. I mean, I have yeah. It's it's funny. It is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so let me start writing stuff in here. Stop coming off. I have to buy more of these because I keep losing them. I'm worried that my dog ate them. Um, what are you gasping at, Daniel? Yeah, if you were more specific, because there's a delay. Delay. I don't know why I'm pronouncing things so weird. Okay, dog food making day. Okay, so milk delivery is happening on Wednesday, and Hello Fresh delivery. Oh, it's been saving my butt so much lately. Nomics laughing. Okay, so continuing ed and prep. Continuing ed and prep. Are you gasping that I noped out of Bridesmaids? Is that what you're gasping at? It's not good. I mean, I'm not gonna yuck on people's yum. It was not for me, if that's what you're gasping at. I will just completely 100% not for me. Oh, admin, study, break. Where's my straight edge? Oh, the Bridesmaid comment. Yes, yeah. Just it's not for me. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, I'm happy for you. I couldn't. I I don't find that I couldn't. Uh okay, break that way and then journal down here, exercise spin. Oh, also this week. It is very gross, yes. And I couldn't. I mean, I am not averse to gross things. I am averse to gratuitously gross things. And it was gratuitously gross. NDP meeting. I don't have to put meeting. I know what it is. I normally just put NDP. What am I watching Monday? Nothing. This whole week, we had to like everything. I think it's because of like the World Series and a few other things happened where nothing was on when it was supposed to be. So again, it was a lot of changing what we were supposed to watch. It's going to be the same this week as well because of the American election on Tuesday. Um, so I'm gonna put in what I plan to watch because if I don't put in what I plan to watch, then it's like the end of the day is like I don't know what there is to watch, and so we just sit around and don't watch anything unless I actually write down. So Monday should be Whose Line and Last Week Tonight. Gosh, the before election Last Week Tonight is going to be interesting. I know it's going to air on Sunday, but we don't watch it on Sunday. Um, journal. Wait, admin. Study. Journal. Exercise. Deload. It's my deload week plus cardio. I'm so thankful for my. Oh, that's another thing that we had to do this week. That kind of. So yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know. So I train a lot, and it's not as much as I used to because I can't. I'm not young anymore. But it's still a lot by young. Like I'm a high performance athlete. We'll just put it out at that. And I'm limited by disability. And when people find out how much I exercise, they're like, "That's limited." I'm like, "Yes, you have to know. I used to like exercise, do fitness 20 hours a week, and so anything that's not 20 hours a week is limited. And I'm down significantly from 20 hours a week. I mean, like when I tell you I was an athlete, says the ripped one. I am ripped. Yes. Okay, so I'm I am fit. We will put it. I am fit. We're not gonna lie about that. So, anyways, we're training for me to be in competition starting next year, the end of next year. I was hoping to do I was hoping to do a competition in July because I'm a hard gainer. We don't think that's going to happen. So my first competition is going to be in November in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I will be doing Canadian competitions in 2026 is now the plan. Is my first competition will be November 2025, and then the other ones in 2026, which is push back everything by a year. Because realistically, we don't think we're going to be ready. Anyways, we had this routine, so we have stuff, and I told my trainer I want to do 4 circuits, 8 reps. Figured I could handle it because it was still within the time frame of how many hours a week I can exercise before my body falls apart. No, not if there's not cardio in that mix. Anyways, the past few weeks I've been getting some really, I've been ridiculous injuries, strains. They're not like injuries, they're more like tendons. My tendons have become strains. It's not muscles, it's tendons. And when you start to strain your tendons, that means you're overtraining. And so we came to this realization on Wednesday that, Jules, yes, you are overtraining and you're not a failure, that you have to cut back on how much you're training because how much you're training is still a ridiculous amount compared to people. And so, anyways, it's a deload week this week, and my body really needs it because I popped the bursa right in here, and then the tendon where my left tricep connects to my tricep connects to my shoulder, the tendon in there. It feels like tennis elbow, but at the top of my arm, where the connection point is with the shoulder and the tricep. And so now I have to cut back, and I that's another thing where I'm having to spiral my brain out. It's like, Jules, you're not a failure because I mean, dude, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Come on now. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. My brain is ridiculous. Brilliant Minds. Oh, that's right. No, it's Brilliant Minds airs on Monday, so maybe we'll still get it on Tuesday. I hope so, because I need to watch something other than election results, and I still have to pay attention to election results because I'm married to an American, and it kind of affects us because we still, even though they live in Canada, they still have to pay American taxes because you have to pay American taxes forever if you're American. 22 minutes is an hour long. It airs on Monday. It's an election special, but we won't be watching it until Tuesday. So that's an hour. And that means still standing. What else would we normally? There's something. Oh, Murdoch. Oh, when are we going to watch Murdoch? I got to figure that out. It won't be on Tuesday, that's for sure. Maybe it will. Maybe Still Standing is not going to air. Um, and I'm saying election night is going to be scary. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We're really worried about it for a lot of reasons. So I'm going to be watching some of it, but I'm not going to, for our mental health reasons. I mean, we won't be able to escape the results. So I'm hopefully Brilliant Minds is on so I can watch that, then watch an hour of election results before turning it off. Like I'm giving myself, you got 1 hour to make yourself a stress ball before you turn it off and do something that's going to be happy chemicals, because watching it on Tuesday being glued to it's not going to change the results. It's fine if you don't know what's happening until Wednesday morning. It's okay for you to turn off your phone because it's done. By the time when the polls close, it's done and there's nothing else you can do about it. So, journal right in. So, I have to make a note to just be um extra mental health, mindful, self-care, gentle with myself on Tuesday and just microdose the results. Anomic is saying that they will try to avoid it as much as possible. Yeah. Wednesday. I don't think I watch anything on Wednesdays lately. I mean, I have stuff on the PVR that I'm way behind on, but I've been kind of giving myself a break and just like vegging, not really vegging out. I've been watching the news more usual. I got to put in my body checking colors, which I think is still 95. I think yeah, 95 is what I'm on. Let me double check that because there's 5 weeks. Yes, 95. Um, I don't know what I was saying. Is that everything for this first half of the week? I think so. I'll do the deco after. Second half, and then deco if I have time. Actually, let me do the deco now because, or at least do the um, washy part of it. I want to use the stars this week. Stars and moons, make it sparkly, and then I'll move on to the second half, and I'll add the stickers. Actually, I'm going to add stickers now as well, because I've decided, like, instead of being like, well, I can't do this, you guys missed how it looks when I'm done, I can do another thing that I like about the days. I can schedule one half, and at least people will know what it looks like when the initial planning phase is over before I move on to do the second half of the week. I have to find black and white washi to decorate the bottom. I haven't done that for people who don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find a page that has it. I usually add washi down here as well and on the top, and I haven't been because I've been forgetting about it. So I might have some black and white washi in this size somewhere. Pretty sure I do. Is it selected already? I don't know. I can figure out. I will know in 1 second though. I don't have to say I don't know forever. It's a very easy thing to find out if I have black and white washi. Oh, I do. I haven't used that one in forever. I'm going to do the washi after. I want to add my dog food making sticker and my write-in sticker. I have been scouring the internet trying to find these stickers, and it has been absolutely futile. And I don't know what these have been for weeks and weeks and weeks and months. I have been using these for decorating my write-in period, and I don't want to say goodbye to them. And then this puppy, oh, come on, there we go. Right here, cover over the D. Here you go, friend. Where did I get you from right here? Make sure I have nothing else happening. I don't think I have any birthdays until the end of the month. Yeah. Don't have a deadline till the 14th. Shopping is later on this week. So that's that. Let me do my to-do. I might, I don't know, do a bonus. I have a post that I have to finish, but I'm thinking about writing a post about the mental health struggles because it's something that's like my experiences as someone who does fitness, who is neurodivergent, 45. I mean, it's really easy. OCPD and disordered eating, those two comorbidities are um, often go hand in hand. And I don't think I'm ever at risk of developing orthorexia in terms of the way of like only eating healthy foods, because I would never. I don't mean that to be facetious or anything, but I mean I wouldn't be able to do my job as a recipe developer if I did that. And I enjoy food so much. Like there would be never a point where I um wouldn't eat food that brings me joy. But I do get over obsessive about making sure. Are you laughing at my I would never? Yeah, I do get, but there's other things that are disordered, like being terrified that if I don't get my macros exactly right, especially because I am a high performance athlete, that I'm going to ruin my body in some way. And like I do my meal planning and such as like if I'm having a bad day and I can't cook, I will absolutely order in and not feel like I have like had a cheat day or anything like that. Like I've talked about this before. I don't there's no such thing as a cheat day. I mean I have dessert like I eat what I like. I just have to make sure that I'm fueling my body to meet my fitness goals. And but I meal plan like 6 weeks in advance so that it's done. I don't have to think about food anymore other than I look at it, oh, this is what I'm cooking today. And if I can't cook it or whatever, because I'm not feeling well, then I just open up DoorDash and look and figure out, oh, this looks appetizing. I think I can eat this today. I think my stomach will tolerate that. And I don't think about it. Um, until things go wrong, and then I spiral. Um, and then yeah, I was like, oh, I have to rip everything up. Everything's bad. I ruined everything. Like it's just bad. And so it's a different. I don't know. It's very disordered. That's for sure. And it would be like, but it doesn't fall into any of the standard definitions of eating disorder because it's not tied to the way I feel about my body. It's not like I'm not worried about gaining weight or any of that. Like I'm purposely trying to gain weight right now. It has nothing to do with that. It all has to do with eating optimally for my goals and being overly worried if it's not perfect. And that's not normal. But it has nothing to do with worrying about it being perfect in terms of no junk food. I hate the word junk food. Food is whatever. I don't demonize food. I don't think about it that way. Oh no, my priority for this week is writing for the second half. Anyways, there needs to be, other than OCPD causing disordered thoughts around food, there has to be, I don't know. It's it causes distress. That's the definition of disordered eating. And I don't think about food all the time unless it goes bad, because that's the whole like I meal plan. So I don't think about it. I actually have to like, oh, this is what I do Once it's on the page, it's out of mind. Okay, so priority writing. That's going to be social media because I have my plan with me. So write and write. And for people who are new here, I am in the midst of developing a cookbook that is basically, yes, you can eat that, how I ate my full fat cakes and everything. It's basically undoing diet culture if you want to fitness. You don't have to be an extra, like, want to fitness like me. Just like if you want to incorporate fitness in your life, you can do it in ways. It's the Undiet Culture book. And I've just started a website that will have tips of how to do things safely. I'm working on a post right now. It's like if your goal, and it's perfectly okay, is to lose fat while you gain muscle, how you can reduce your calories safely, because a lot of people do it in ways that are unsafe and unsustainable, and support your goals. Is a post that I'm working on right now. Social media. Anyways, if you're interested in fitness without the diet culture from somebody who is in school to be a registered health and nutrition counselor and is a competitive natural bodybuilder, um, I have a website in the comments, julesnotes.com, Jules notes.com, where you can like sign up and get that stuff in your inbox every time a new post goes up. Should be a pop-up. Just put in your email address and subscribe. And it will be a book one day. It will be a book-shaped thing one day with recipes with all that will include yummy, full-fat, white sugar, white flour cakes. So many desserts. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for social media creation. 850. There's too much diet culture in fitness. And again, I saw this, I see these really, again, I guess, person who has a PhD in nutrition. I really respect them. They do a lot of debunking videos of diet culture, and they basically believe, like, in eating without restriction. You can do it without your fitness goals, but they always say, I would never tell somebody to do that. Like, if somebody wants to follow a fad diet, I would never tell them otherwise. I'm like, why? I don't understand why you don't want to tell them to eat everything. And like, I don't understand. It just makes no sense to me. Why? Like, is you're debunking diet culture, but at the same time, you're letting it you're letting it be because you're just like, well, I'm not going to tell anybody how. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Okay, personal. Someone needs to make it make sense. Do I have any deadlines this week? Saturday. Yes, I have to change my HelloFresh order and my milk order if I want to change it. That deadline is on Saturday. Shopping on Friday, but that's not a deadline. Okay, let me color this in. Wait, when is dog food making day? So Tuesday, so it'll be Friday. I gotta make dog food today. I know, like saying they don't want the responsibility. I guess so, but their whole YouTube, like their whole social, I don't know. It's weird. Like why take on the responsibility to debunk all this stuff if and they also like they sell all the sports supplements and stuff, their own branded sports supplements. And like I just don't understand if you're going to debunk diet culture, why not also teach and advocate, like teach somebody, like, okay, sure, lots of people want to lose fat. That is great. Whatever. There's lots of health reasons, and if you don't want to lose fat, fine. That's fine too. But like one of the things that happens and why people rebound is because they're not taught what to do after the deficit phase is over. They think they have to be restrictive forever and never enjoy the fun foods again. And so that's what causes the whole cycling of restrictive eating and then binging is because they're never taught, oh, guess what? You're not supposed to restrict, right? Like there's ways to do it. And then this is how you start incorporating more and more of those foods back into what you in your meal plan when you've reached your goals, and you're not supposed to do it for more than like 3 months max before you go into a maintenance phase and give your body a break because your body doesn't want to lose weight. Anyways, I'm rant. It just makes no sense to me. Like why not also teach people how to do it in ways that are safe and sustainable and doesn't cause the patterns that they are like debunking in their videos. It's so weird. Break. And then break. I don't know. There's just so much disordered eating in fitness, especially in men's fitness, that drives me up the wall. I don't get it. It's like you're not helping. And like do what Mr. Rogers says and be a helper. No, Mr. Rogers says look for the helpers. Whatever. I'm going to be a helper because someone's got to find me. I mean, you can't, I don't know. There has to be helpers and you have to look for the helpers. And then down here, because I'm back on my BS, no longer deloading. Oh yeah, so when I overexerted myself, we had to cut back like on Wednesday once we figured out I was overtraining. Duh. Um, and I felt so much better physically the last couple days after going from 4 circuits back to 3 circuits. I should have known there was another time that I tried going to 4 circuits and the same thing happened. It's like, nope, I can't do 4 circuits. But I think at the time I was doing 15 reps, and so the volume was much higher. Even if the weights are lower, it's like this volume was still relatively the same. But I just figured, oh, I'm doing like 8 reps, and my problem is like 15 reps requires endurance that I just can't do because my muscles aren't built for that. I can manage 8 reps at 4 circuits. There's lots of rest. No, this pen is dying. I don't want to break out the other one already. This is one of my original ones that survived Archer's Mouth. So I've had this. When did I start my channel? 2021? No, 2020, end of 2021. I think so. So this is these Tombos. They last forever. There's a reason why they cost the premium. I have to buy replacements so that I have backups of one of these. And I'm not saying that they don't know either. Yeah. Let's do this. You'll have Thanksgiving coming up soon, right? The end of the month. Do you have plans to travel for Thanksgiving? Or are you just having a nice, quiet Thanksgiving? Okay. What do I have? Oh, journal time. Where is that? N40 or 942. There we go. Almost forgot that. And I gotta color all that in. Wow. Wow. Let's get the 89 again. Nope. Quiet watch. Okay. I don't want to have to turf this pen. I have to press really hard to get the ink out from the tip. Okay. That's going to be covered with sticker anyways, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So Anomic's saying, yep, end of the month. They may travel. They're not sure yet. The traffic is usually bad. Yeah. Here, because we traveled, why is there a mosquito in my house in November? What the heck? So, yeah, I traveled Thanksgiving weekend, and I forgot it was Thanksgiving weekend when I was going to the mainland, and I booked my ferry ticket like 5 weeks before my trip, and not knowing consciously that it was Thanksgiving, um, and it was a good thing I did because all registrations were completely booked 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, and the day of sailings, like there was a for sailing wait. So that's. Oh, I have to do admin time. No, there's something I was forgetting. So yeah, trying to get off the island on Thanksgiving, you have to plan at least 5 weeks in advance if you want to have that possibility here. And I know a lot of people like is my people in Canada travel more for Christmas than Thanksgiving, but it seems to be my impression that in the US it's the opposite, that people travel more for Thanksgiving than they do for Christmas. Is that true? Or is that just a wrong impression? Yeah, it's a lot. It's kind of it's a thing. And so imagine at Christmas time, you have to be booking like 8 weeks in advance for Christmas travel off the island if you want to take the ferry instead of flying. Um, you have to really prepare. So shop on this day, and then milk deadline, and Hello Fresh deadline. Um, and I'm just saying, they think most people want to be home to open the gifts at Christmas. Yes, people just travel with their gifts. Some people even ship the gifts to where they're going before they get there. We were never home on Christmas morning growing up. I won't say never. Very rarely were we home on Christmas morning. We were usually at our grandparents' house on Christmas morning. And all the gifts, they would just pack all the gifts in the car, and we would go. Admin is down here. Right. Break. I've also been looking for more small stickers to decorate my biz. I put in a tiny order. Is it pronounced Timu? I don't know, because they had stickers there that weren't available on Shein. Shein's cheaper. Um, and I'm slowly going through Shein trying to find stickers that will be fit. I have lots of stickers that I can decorate my days with, but I'm quickly running out of stickers for my note. Anomic saying, here kids think Santa has to come to their chimney. Interesting. Yeah, here Santa goes wherever you are. Santa's smart. Santa talks to, like, coordinates with the grandparents, everything, and knows your plans. Exercise, deload, and spin. And then Thursday is Chicago Med, I say with a question mark. It's always a day late because we watch it. Daniel is laughing at probably the Chimney Santa. Thursday would be Masked Singer and Mainframe, Star Trek, Lower Decks. I'm gonna be so sad this is gonna be when it's over. The whole 5 seasons of things instead of the original 7. It's really, I'm not happy with that, especially because Lower Decks is such a perfect show. It's so funny. I mean, my favorite thing about it is when they swear and they bleep it out because in as a live action Star Trek shows, they don't bleep out the swearing, but in the animated, they do. And it's hilarious, especially when the doctor, because the doctor's a cat. I can't remember the name of the alien race of the doctor. It's from also the original animated series. It's a callback to that. I wish I could remember the alien race, but I can't. But they swear a lot, and so sometimes it's just 10 seconds of bleeping, and it is hilarious. It's absolutely, it is so funny. Definitely more adults, that's for sure. Exercise, spin, but I can't wait until Strange New Worlds comes back. I'm most looking forward to that. And then Thursday would be Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is, I'm not going to say it's ripping out my emotions and destroying them like Station 19 did. I'm still looking for my Station 19 replacement. But the last few episodes, Dr. Odyssey, it's been giving me the feels, but only in like the last 5 minutes and by very, very subtle acts of kindness. They have just been doing very acts of subtle kindness between each other that are very loving, and I just start crying. I just, I like when people are kind to each other. It makes me happy, and I'm whatever. I'm an emotional person. I never used to be. I am now. I've been okay. Heart, no, not Heartstopper. What will be next then? So it'll be Kids Ruin Everything. What's actually Children's Ruining Everything? Kids Ruin, and then Ghosts, and then Trivial Pursuit. But someone needs to tell me where my Station 19 is. Oh shoot! I am missing 2 shows. Still have to put in Murdoch. We'll do it here, Murdoch. And Rescue High Surf, which, my goodness, Rescue High Surf is a really good show. I mean, it's not like amazing like Fellow Travelers. I mean, still, Fellow Travelers to me is the perfect modern day show. It's after Star Trek. I cannot. Months later, it's still obsessed with it. I kind of want to watch it again. But I'm worried that if I watch it again, the pure perfection that is Fellow Travelers is just not going to. It was just so good. It was so good. I mean, yeah, exercise. Can't talk about it too much without spoiling it, but it's a very good depiction of queer history. That is for sure. Deload and cardio. on that day. And then, am I watching anything? No. And this will be the new Ashley Madison show. Let me. Oh no, I had it. Here it is. What is it called? It's like 4 episodes long only. It's a docu-series. Ashley Madison, Sex Lies and Scandal is what it's called. So I'll just put Ashley Madison. And that's down too much. I gotta fix that. Okay. Doesn't leave me room for if something changes, but I don't think it will. It's fine. That is fine. Ashley Madison. I started to set up my 2025. I can't believe I'm saying that. Planners and journals very slowly because there's a lot of things I need to figure out because I don't have these beginner pages that are extra in because I'm not using a Jibun Techo Biz. So there's a lot of pages that I have to put in. That's why I got a bunch of these. One of these is also for my health and fitness journal. Another one's for my media journal. Because even though there's some back pages in my media journal, when I get around to doing a setup video, it will make sense. But 3 of these are like extra notebooks, but I have to think specifically for the biz how I'm setting up my different lists of like social media when I do every the end of each month how many followers I have on different social media, um, lists of articles I want to write, stuff I'm planning, etc., etc. I have to think how to recreate all of that. And so started to do some preliminary setup, so that when it comes time to do my journals, I don't have to do the setting up of drawing lines every single week. I'm already doing that part of it at least, so that next I just have to hop in my. It's just one less thing to worry about setup wise, and that's what I've been doing a lot of this time where I don't have anything to watch. Is basically me putting on YouTube videos and or the news and um, setting up my planners for next year. Exercise, weights plus cardio. 2. Yeah, that goes down. I messed that up. It should go down to here. At least with this one, I can color over it because it's darker color. I mean, that way it works. That's fine. Okay. Time for some deco, I think. Is that everything? Did I forget? Oh, plan with me. I feel like I'm forgetting something, though. Maybe, maybe not. I can always put it in later. Okay. What size is this? This is better. Whatever size this is, it's a better size. It's like zero point 0.7. And I've also been trying to find zero point 0.7 washi because or this doesn't quite work. Oh, here we go. Come on. Something that fits just a little bit better. Because this is zero point 0.5 and these are 0.35 grids. So yeah, I'm looking for zero point 0.7 washi. And I think this is zero point 0.7. I think I found 0.7 washi once and haven't been able to find it ever again. Which I don't understand why it doesn't exist when so many planners have 0.35 millimeter grids. You would think. Okay, so that's done. this in here. And now grab my dogs again. Wrong one, this one right here. These puppies have served me well. I got lots of dog stickers, but none that are like these. Will be whole new dogs afterwards. Oh, there we go. And then I want to see, do I have, what am I going to cover that up with? Do I have, I don't think I do. I want to do like a big washi, but I don't think I have. No, that's not going to work. Do I have bookmarks? Why I put that in here? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure I do. I think I'm imagining what I think I have. I think it's imagination, but we will see. Oh, it's not an imagination. Wow, this actually exists. Let's see if I can find two of these. They're not going to be the exact color, but it's a grayscale, so it doesn't have to be exact, but I have been looking forward. Let's just, oh, that's too long. Come on. Be nice to me. That's a little bit too big. Oh, please. Oh, why are you like this? Seriously. That's too big. I'm going to leave that out. It's upside down. Too big. Oh no. Back here. This might work better. And then this moon phase. See if I can find those sizes are preferable. Those sizes. Okay, this is the same size as that. Too big. So this size works. These sizes are even better. That's a duplicate. This is definitely too big. I could cut this in half and make it work. No. I mean, it doesn't have to be all 100% filled up. So I think I'm going to do, or do I want to do it the other way? Oh, that's a big one. Put you here so I don't lose you. I mean, it will ruin my option. You love those two, the moon stickers? Yeah. I have lots of moon stickers that I think I'm going to use. So I have these. So they're all different colors, but they will be. Been waiting for the black and white specifically for these. I have these that will go in my dailies this month. And then, where is it? In here. So I have, this is a time collection. I have these to fill up a Sunday as well. Oh, and these to fill up a Sunday for next week. So this has like a whole bunch of moon stickers of different sizes, and some of them are pretty small. that I'm hoping I can at least put in some places. But I know I will make this week work for moon stickers, even if it's not perfect and matchy. I've been waiting forever to be able to use my moon stuff. It's one of the reasons why I decided to do a month in grayscale, was specifically so that I could use up my space stuff, because I am a space nerd. Let's put these back over here. Okay, let's decorate Sunday. I'm gonna need to leave this out because that needs to be used somewhere. Too bad I didn't have my what's it called? My plans, because that would be perfect for it. So I'm just offset this a bit, I think. That's one. It's not perfect. It'll be fine. Where are my tweezers? This is giving me problems. I purposely cut my nails so it'd be easy, or purposely didn't cut my nails today. There we go. So I could easily grab these, but no. This has also been a week where I've been dropping, oh gosh. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday. I grabbed an almost full 650 gram, which I don't know what that is in Americans, but it's over 2 cups. A yogurt container out of the fridge, and I dropped it, and it bounced off the floor, and the lid came off, and there was yogurt all over my kitchen. The cats liked it while I was cleaning it up. They helped. The dogs were in their kennel because it was part of me making my breakfast that I decided to bathe my kitchen in yogurt. So that was fun. with air quotes. Oh no, that's okay. I'm gonna move these all over one. That's one thing I like about washi, is that they come off and you can move them. Oh no! Oh hell no! I ruined the page. I was too. You're knowing the yogurt, but wait till you catch up to me and see what just happened with the washi. I will fix this. I have the technology. Okay, stay there. Oh no, come on. My hands have not been my friends. Now this is all jumbled. Come on. Don't be this way. Don't do me like this. Me. Washi comes off easily. Destroys my journal in the process. Okay, now let's see if I can do this without the same catastrophic. Okay. That's dog-eared. I don't care at this point. I'm just trying to fix this so that I don't make it worse. Okay. Let's see if I can fix this dog ear. And if I can't, no big deal. This is my yogurt container, but in my journal, I'm not going to fix this one being out of line. It can be crooked because that was, but I somewhat tore that rip page. I might put glue stick over it. I don't know if that would work though. You know what? Let's put a little bit of glue stick there, and hopefully it will glue down if I work it in. Hopefully it works its way in. Hopefully that's fixed. And let's get this on. Such a tragedy. My life, my life was a tragedy. Okay, come on. There we go. Comedy of errors, or something else that happened this week that was just so, I don't know. It was just, when it happened, I'm like, of course this happened. Of course this happened. Because why not? It was something really ridiculous. Okay, and put that to, wow. I can't believe I got this like pretty much all done. I still have some like smaller deco to add later, but I think this is like the first time in a while. I think I'm getting more. I mean, I started using this in April. It only took almost an entire year to start getting efficient at using the note over my Jibun Techo Biz. Okay. I like the way this is going to look really nice when this is done this week. It really is. And I'm not going to worry so much to matching the different um, warmths of gray, because we have warm grays and cool grays and blue grays. I'm not going to worry because it's all grayscale. That's all. I just want a month that is grayscale with little pops and colors here and there with my schedule. So that is how my upcoming week work looks. Thanks for everybody for joining me. Thank you, Anomik and Daniel, for watching. I'm going to be watching. After I'm done, I'm going to be cooking my lunch, and then while I eat, I'm going to watch your video, Daniel. I am. Now that I know where to find it. Thanks to everybody who watched this and learned today. There were a lot of you today. Thank you to everybody who's going to watch this on replay. The numbers just keep climbing every single week. You guys are awesome. If you found this video at all helpful or entertaining or whatever, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show it to other people. If you are not subscribed already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos go up or when I go live. It's mostly live this right now. Um, you have a good week too, Anomic, and I hope everyone has a safe. Oh no, I will be doing this again next Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. British time, because we'll be back on the same time. Unless something happens, and then I will put a notification in the community tab if something comes up and I can't do my stream. I hope everyone has a safe and fabulous week. Until next time, bye.